subscribe my AG Ahmed educational channel and click the bell. रहीम अस्सलाम वालेकुम डियर स्टूडेंट्स। आजकल हम स्टोरीज पढ़ रहे हैं और आज मॉरल स्टोरी नंबर 4 है। एक ही वीडियो में 2 स्टोरीज होती हैं, स्टोरी फॉर नॉर्मल स्टूडेंट्स और स्टोरी फॉर ब्रिलियंट स्टूडेंट्स। जो आप याद करना चाहें वो आप कर सकते हैं इजीली। याद रखें, इसके अलावा भी मेरे और चैनल्स हैं, नीचे डिस्क्रिप्शन में उनका लिंक दिया हुआ है, वो भी लाजमी देखें और सब्सक्राइब करें। आज की हमारी स्टोरी है स्टोरी नंबर 4। अ फ्रेंड इन नीड इज अ फ्रेंड इंडीड। दोस्त वो है जो जरूरत के वक्त काम आए। इसके हैं अदर, ये स्टोरी है टू फ्रेंड्स एंड अ बियर वाली। अदर पॉसिबल मॉरल्स: नेवर ट्रस्ट अ सेल्फिश फ्रेंड, अवॉइड अ fair weather friends, a friend in need is a friend indeed, a good friend always stands with you when, even in trouble, a selfish friends should never be trusted, never trust a fair weather friend। ये है मॉरल्स जिन पर स्टोरी ये आ सकती है। इसके बाद है टू फ्रेंड्स एंड अ बियर। Once there lived two friends in a village. एक दफा 2 दोस्त एक गांव में रहते थे। As time passed, their friendship grew thicker and thicker. जैसे वक्त गुजरा उनकी दोस्ती मजबूत से मजबूतर होती गई। Now they were grown up men. अब वो नौजवान आदमी बन चुके थे। The tall friend was selfish. उनमें से लंबा दोस्त खुदगर्ज था। He always thought of himself in the hour of need. वो जरूरत के वक्त हमेशा अपना ही सोचता था। As it is said, a friend in is someone who tries to pick you up when you are fallen. जैसा कि कहा जाता है, असल दोस्त वो है जो आपको उठाने की कोशिश करे जब आप गिर जाएं। One day they set out on a journey to find some work in the nearby city. एक दिन उन्होंने करीबी शहर में काम की तलाश में वो सफर पर रवाना हुए। Before leaving their village, they promised to stand by each other through thick and thin. गांव छोड़ने से पहले या सफर पर रवाना होने से पहले उन्होंने अच्छे और बुरे हालात दोनों में एक दूसरे से के साथ खड़े होने का वादा किया। As it is wisely said, a good friend always stands with you when you even in trouble. On the way to the city, they had to pass through a thick forest. जंगल के रास्ते पर उन्हें एक घना शहर के रास्ते पर उन्हें एक घना जंगल पार करना पड़ा। सडनली दे सा आ बियर कमिंग टूवर्ड्स देम। अचानक ही उन्होंने एक रीछ को अपनी तरफ आते देखा। दे वर फ्राइटेंड, वो खौफजदा हो गए। द टॉल फ्रेंड रैन एंड क्लाइम्ड अप अ ट्री। लंबा दोस्त भागा और दरख्त पर चढ़ गया। ही हिड हिमसेल्फ इन द ब्रांचेस। उसने खुद को शाखों में छुपा लिया। He did not stop to help his friend. वो अपने दोस्त के मदद के लिए ना रुका। As someone has rightly said, prosperity wins friends, but adversity tries them. खुशहाली दोस्त लाती है, लेकिन बदहाली दोस्तों को आजमाती है। The other friend was quite helpless. दूसरा दोस्त काफी बेबस था। बट he had heard that the bear does not eat the dead. लेकिन उसने सुन रखा था कि रीछ मुर्दा को नहीं खाता, मुर्दा चीजों को नहीं खाता। He lay down on the ground and held his breath. वो जमीन पर लेट गया और अपना सांस रोक लिया। The bear came there and sniffed him and considered him to be dead. रीछ वहां पर आया, उसे सूंघा, स्निफ्ड सूंघना, और उसे मुर्दा ख्याल किया, समझा. The bear left him alone and went away. रीछ ने उसे तनहा छोड़ दिया और चला गया. As it is wisely said, it is better to be alone to have a selfish friend. It is better to be alone than to have a selfish friend. खुदगर्ज दोस्त रखने के बेहतर है कि आप अकेले ही रहें. When the bear was out of sight, the tall friend climbed down the tree, came to his friend and asked him jokingly what the bear had whispered in his ear. In your ear. जब रीछ वहां से चला गया तो दोस्त ने, जो दरख्त पर दोस्त था, वो नीचे आया, वो अपने दोस्त के पास आया और मजाही अंदाज में उससे पूछने लगा कि रीछ ने तुम्हारे कान में क्या कहा. द अदर फ्रेंड सेड दैट द बियर हैड एडवाइज्ड मी नॉट टू ट्रस्ट अ सेल्फिश फ्रेंड. दूसरे दोस्त ने कहा कि रीछ ने मुझे नसीहत की है कि खुदगर्ज दोस्त पर एतमाद मत करो. Then he said goodbye to his selfish friend and continued his journey alone. फिर उसने अपने खुदगर्ज दोस्त को खुदा हाफिज कहा और अपना सफर जारी रखा, अकेले अपना सफर जारी रखा. As it is wisely said, he is a friend indeed who proves himself a friend in need. Story for brilliant students. A man is a social animal and needs friends for his sport at each and every step of his life. When we are in some trouble, we can realize the real worth of a friend. But only a true and sincere friend helps us in the hour of need. He never leaves us alone in trouble. But a fair weather friend leaves us when we need him in the most. We need him the most. As it is wisely said, he is a friend in need who proves himself a friend indeed. The story of two friends illustrates about the well-known proverb, a friend in need is a friend indeed. Once there lived two friends in a jungle. They were very fast friends. As time passed, their friendship grew thicker and thicker. Now they were very grown up men. They always claimed to be sincere with each other ever. One of them was strong, active, and tall, while the other was short, weak, and thin. The tall friend was selfish. He always thought of himself in the hour of need. As it is said, a real friend is someone who tries to pick you when you are fallen. One day they set out on a journey to find some work in the nearby city. Before leaving their village, they promised to stand by each other through thick and thin. They took oath होता है कसम खाना, sincerity and assured to help each other in the hour of need. As it is wisely said, a good friend always stands with you even in trouble. On the way to the city, they had to pass through a thick forest. When they were making their way to the forest, they saw a bear coming towards them from a distance. The bear was moving towards them. They were frightened. One of them knew how to climb tree. The tall friend, without showing any concern for his friend, ran, climbed up a tree, and concealed himself in the branches. He did not stop to help his friend. As someone has rightly said, prosperity wins friends, but adversity tries them. The other friend was quite helpless in this crisis. इस बुरहान में, बुरे हालात में. But he had heard that the bear does not eat the dead. He lay down on the ground immediately and held his breath, pretending to be dead. The bear approached there, sniffed him, and considered him to be dead. The bear left him alone and went away. As it is wisely said, it is better to be alone than to have a selfish friend. When the bear was out of sight, the tall friend climbed down the tree, came to his friend and asked him jokingly what the bear had whispered in your ear. The other friend said that the bear had advised him not to trust a selfish friend. Then he said goodbye to his selfish friend and continued his journey alone. As it is wisely said, never trust a selfish friend. Have a nice day. Allah Hafiz. AG Ahmed एजुकेशनल एंड इंफॉर्मेटिव चैनल को सब्सक्राइब करें और बेल के बटन को लाजमी दबाएं ताकि आपको हर नई आने वाली वीडियो का नोटिफिकेशन मिलता रहे. थैंक यू.